Apple has pulled out in the race to sign Manchester United, something that is really working like God or great for the Glazers, because a bidding war they really created is going to get them the amount of money they least even expected from that game, from the selling of United. Then United are leading the rest to sign Cody Gakpo from PSV. Then Bruno Fernandes erupted today, and I'm going to come out and really tell you how he erupted in that game of Ghana that ended 3-2 in favor of a team which goes by the names of Portugal. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the subscription button for smashing it. Hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. It will be remembered that we are left with like, is it 20 subscribers to hit 9,000 subscribers? And guys, subscribe and don't forget to smash the like button. Let's see close to 100 likes onto this video, because the more you like it, the more it's really going to go out and being pushed by YouTube for more people to go out and really watch it. Now, you know that towards the end of the summer transfer window of this year, obviously, United were negotiating for Cody Gakpo, and they had even contacted Cody Gakpo, and obviously Cody Gakpo was ready to come in and join Manchester United. But after United being overpriced on Anthony, obviously guess what happened? They pulled out of this deal of Cody Gakpo, saying that Cody Gakpo the money to go on and buy Cody Gakpo was really not available for Manchester United. So today a story has been put out by is it Com what? The story has been put out by CM Casilio, is called Casilio Macheto, that Manchester United are leading the race to sign PSV's Cody Gakpo in January for 45 million euros. It will be remembered that Fabrizio Romano came out and confirmed to us that if at all a team is going to come out in January with more than 35 million euros, they're going to go on and really bring in Cody Gakpo. Now, what makes this exciting? Erik ten Hag wants Cody Gakpo, and obviously United are hunting for the replacement of Cristiano Ronaldo. One will tell me, Rock and David, Cody Gakpo is not a center forward, and I will tell you that that means you don't know the best attributes of this guy. He plays better as a left attack midfielder, but he can also lead the line. And you saw him lead the line for Netherlands in that game. They won Senegal by 2-0, and he scored a very good goal. Secondly, he's a good finisher. If at all you're talking about finishing, you can't put Rashford and Cody Gakpo in the same level, because Cody Gakpo is a clinical finisher. Those keeper to beats that he really gets, he really lifts the ball over the goalkeeper and it links into the goal. And obviously his concentration and composure in the 18 yards box area of the opponent can help him play as a center forward. And I believe Erik ten Hag is going to go in for Cody Gakpo. Reason being in the World Cup he's performing better. That's my first reason, and he is the only player that he believes can come in and hit the ground running in the Premier League. When you look at the structure of Cody Gakpo, tall, his physicality is not questioned, meaning that he's tailor-made for the Premier League. And if at all he's to come to Manchester United, obviously Erik ten Hag will be so much welcome, because the rest of the things had already been agreed. And when and where were they agreed from? You know it very well that United had agreed personal terms with Cody Gakpo, and PSV was just waiting to see the bid that was going to put in by Manchester United. Very many teams made a 30 million euro bid for Cody Gakpo, the likes of Leeds, the likes of Everton, the likes of Southampton, but PSV said that's not the amount of money that we want. We know that this player is valued more, and more money should be gotten out of the player who goes by the names of Cody Gakpo. So the other reason I believe we are going to go on and really sign Cody Gakpo is that him and Erik ten Hag are managed by the same agency, meaning that there'll be interest of these two parties. Obviously, he'll tell his agency, that is Ten Hag, that please get me that player. Obviously, I'm going to make him lead the line, because most of the times, if Ronaldo leaves, he has already left, you know that you are left with Anthony Martial and Rashford as center forwards, but you get limited outputs from Marcus Rashford, provided he's being played as a center forward, because even when you create chances for him, he doesn't score those chances. But if you take Rashford off the left and Cody Gakpo leads centrally, then Anthony off the left, Anthony Martial comes in through, then you can really get the needful. And secondly, however much Alejandro Garnacho has excited us a lot, you can't rely on him in the games you're going to be playing to see to it that you kill off games that are really going to see us compete for the trophy and obviously find ourselves in the 4 top spots of the Premier League by the end of the season, hence qualifying for the Champions League. I believe Cody Gakpo is one of the assignments that Erik ten Hag believes he's understanding better and wants to go on and really find himself in the position of really signing him at Manchester United. And 100% agree with Mercato of what he's telling us about Cody Gakpo. And I believe they are playing tomorrow against Ecuador. I believe he's going to come out and really put up another exquisite performance because for him, he knows that the only way he's going to find his move away from PSV in January is him shining in the World Cup. But that might act as a disadvantage to Manchester United because if he goes ahead and scores like 5 goals in the World Cup, don't you think PSV are really going to go on and really heighten their price for Cody Gakpo? They might even call in for 60 million euros, and we might be shadowed by the price at which Arsenal is going to sign Mikhailo Modric. If Mikhailo Modric is going for 60 million euros and is not in the World Cup, PSV will tell United, please get us 70 or 80. Because he would have performed very well in the World Cup, because in the first game, obviously, we are all impressed with what he put out onto the field of play notes. So that is Cody Gakpo to Manchester United, and I believe 45 million euros is a bargain for him to see to it that he really comes in at Manchester United. The other point that I believe we are going to sign the player in the names of Cody Gakpo, the Glazers want to sell United, and there is no way you're going to sell a team when you are not backing it to be in a perfect position. The more players you bring in, the more the price of your team is going to increase. And if at all the Glazers decide not to sell the club before January, they will sell it to an owner who is going to come in and inject money immediately in the United transfer window. And that's the best thing I would love to see, United being sold before January. Then, if at all they decide to go on and really say selling United in the mid of the season or in the mid of the half season, that is March, then they need to go in and reinforce and leave United in a better position to be winning. They have to spend like 70 million pounds in January to bring in like 2 or 3 players to go in and find United in a better position. So that means either way, we are in a good situation that the Glazers, even if they stay, they want to strengthen the team to see to it that in the Champions League. When the team is in the Champions League, obviously, it makes lots of money than it makes when it's not into the Champions League. So, lastly, about Cody Gakpo, the team, PSV, is willing to sell. We know that very well. PSV is willing to go on and sell Cody Gakpo. Reason being, they never went to the Champions League. They need to balance off their books of accounts, meaning that the only reason that can save them is Cody Gakpo. Now, today, you've seen very many games of the World Cup being played. Cameroon was the first team to play today. It lost to Switzerland by 1-0, and then we went into the game of South Korea and Uruguay. The game ended 0-0. Then Portugal came in through. They beat Ghana by 3-2. And obviously, I want to go on and talk about that game. Ronaldo scoring a penalty, but Bruno Fernandes put up 2 assists for João Felix and Rafael Leão, and I believe he erupted today. Bruno Fernandes, I think he's going on to improve on the way he really plays in his game of football, because I used to complain a lot about him going in for the worldies, Hollywood passes, going in for the flicks where they're unnecessary. But today has showed me that he can get 2 chances to really open up the defense of a team, and he utilizes them very, very well. Even today, that's what he has gone for. Put up 2 assists in the game, and he has erupted today, and Portugal has gone ahead to win by 3-2. And I believe he was really that player that everyone admired today. Then the game of Brazil, we have 3 players of Manchester United at the Brazil national team, and obviously all the 3 played part into the win of Brazil that really ended 2-0 in favor of Brazil. Casemiro played 90 minutes. Freddy came on and obviously Anthony came on through and really played very well. But Casemiro, for me, he is really great. And I believe he's the best CDM in the world. Let no one lie to you that there is a CDM better than Casemiro in the world. Casemiro is in his own league. Trust me. You might not agree with it or like it, but obviously it's something that you need to go on and see. So that's what happened in Qatar as far as the World Cup is concerned. Obviously, tomorrow, let me see, is there United players that we're going to play? Malaysia plays for Netherlands, and Netherlands are not going to start him. Maybe the manager can make some changes. But Qatar, Senegal, no United player. Wales, Iran, no United player. And I think England is where we are going to see Harry Maguire coming in through Luke Shaw, because we've been told that the English national team manager is not going to change the lineup that we went ahead to beat Iran by 6-2 in their opening group game of Group B. But Rashford came in through and really scored his first goal for the World Cup. That was really something great, and I think it was a very huge achievement for Marcus Rashford. And I think the only 3 players we expect to play part tomorrow in the second round of the group stage matches is Rashford, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. Maybe Malaysia in the Netherlands team, the manager might think about him, but I believe it's going to be hard for him to go out and really bench the player he really loves, and that is Dari Blind. So that's what happened in the World Cup. And as far as United players really went ahead to behave today, but Bruno and Casemiro ticking all boxes to require a very big hail coming in from Manchester United channel ran by Rokani David. Now let's go to the takeover of Manchester United from the Glazers. The Glazers are really working hard to see to it that they really sell United and really earn in money, and obviously lots of stories are being ran all over on social media, but the credible ones are here that are being brought to us by Samuel Lucas. The emergency on Tuesday night that the Glazer family is open to selling United has quickly piqued interest amongst the most affluent billionaires there for you, and that is what the man who goes by the names of Samuel Lucas has gone ahead to really let us know about this. Now, affluent billionaires have been interested in Manchester United. There is Jim Ratcliffe, you get. There is the Saudi Arabian side. There is a consortium from America. There is Omega of Zara Fashion. There is Facebook. There is Amazon. There is Apple. Close so far, we are having close to 8, but slowly by slowly, many are really going ahead and really pulling out of taking over United to be their next owners. Now, Samuel Lucas is the one who really came out and told us after telling us that affluent billionaires are really queuing up for Manchester United, and he went ahead to let us know that technology giants Apple are also understood to be exploring a possible takeover of Manchester United. So Apple is really one of those that was exploiting that. And guess what? By the time we came in today, we've been told by Mark Rumors that Apple isn't planning to buy Manchester United. And markrumors.com is Apple, iPhone, iPad, and Mark Rumors news tips and videos that follow up on messages as far as Apple is concerned, and is having close to 1.1 million followers, meaning that he is close to the management of Apple, and obviously he can come in through and really do the needful. But I believe the reason as to why Apple is coming out and saying we are not really willing to sell over, it's because this has not been made formal by the Glazers. If the Glazers come out and really put out the club that it's officially out for sale, I believe very many suitors are going to come out and really confirm that obviously we want to go in and buy Manchester United. But as it stands right now, it's still in doubt, and it can really damage one's reputation, like a company of Apple, to come in through and really put out itself in the line that we want to buy, yet the Glazers have not yet gone verbal or public. We want them to go public, because even when he was interviewed in America while he was working at a restaurant, Avram Glazer never hinted that they've come up with a resolution to sell Manchester United. He just said that they are really weighing in on avenues on how to make the club better. So I want to hear them say the club is up for sale, and obviously we want to see bidders coming in through to see how this is going to go on and really happen in the favor of Manchester United. And thank you guys for watching in. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe so to it that by the end of tomorrow we've hit 9,000 subscribers on this channel. And I will come here and really appreciate you, because it has been you from day one that have made me reach this level. So guys, thank you very much. Tell me what you think about United leading Cody Gakpo race. Then after that, go ahead to let us know about Bruno and Casimero erupting today as they played for their respective countries. Then tell us what you think about Apple pulling out in the rest by Manchester United. So second last video, I believe in the next 1 or 2 hours I'm going to return to do one more video about Manchester United as far as the takeover is concerned, and very many more news that is being laid out from different media houses as far as United is concerned. Thank you guys, I really love you. I hand you over to the Almighty Lord. Those that are already asleep, I cover you all in the blood of the mighty Jesus Christ. I'm out. Rokan David is my name.